Sunderland versus Charlton here then, third against second. Both sides unbeaten in the early part of the season so far in the Championship, in WSL 2. Charlton with 10 points from 4 games so far, 3 wins and a draw. Sunderland meanwhile with 2 wins and 2 draws from their 4 played thus far. It is the 2 best defensive sides in the division. Let's take a check on the team. Sunderland are unchanged on the side that drew 1-1 at Southampton last Sunday, whilst Charlton are also unchanged from the starting 11 that won 1-0 at Newcastle United, thanks to Katie Bradley's penalty. That means that there's the intriguing byplay of Ciara Flannery and also Mary McAteer playing against Sunderland, who they represented last season. Charlton in their all black away kit with the gold trimmings. Sunderland in their traditional red and white. Intriguing to see also how the tactical side of things matches up today. Carrying forward nicely, flipped around the corner. That's a beautiful little move down the right from Charlton. What's at the end of it? It's Newsham bursting forward. Good save initially. Maloney denying what was a decent effort from McAteer. And that one has, well, Maloney hasn't come out, and so chance for Charlton. And skied wide by Amalia Testrup. Maloney was in 2 minds here as to whether to come out of her goal or not, and once she chose not to, Testrup is in the clear there. Sunderland struggling to play their way out from the back here. Ball only half cleared, and now the strike is absolutely magnificent. She's got a penchant for the spectacular, Jodie Hutton. She does seem to only score worldies. Could be 2-0 here. Lovely crossfield ball, and it's Hutton again. Saved by Maloney this time, and smashed clear. Sunderland, you'd have to say, midway through this first half, still looking for a foothold in the contest. And they've really lost their momentum here, Sunderland. Almost ending up all the way back with Maloney. All over the top is into a really dangerous area. There's rightly a hand in the air and a thumbs up in appreciation for it. Towards that far post, comes back to McAteer, whose touch was slightly too heavy to allow her to shoot, and suddenly Sunderland have a chance on the break. Just cutting inside. Crucial challenge. Still Sunderland come. A little too much on the through ball. Fenton to deliver. It's another decent corner, and Dow headed away for now. Charlton get the relief of the referee's whistle. Felt like half of Sunderland was in there. Absolute carnage. Good strong defence from Endow. Hutton heads off. As per protocol, she has to come off before coming back on. Little ball round the corner. Now Charlton building through Fitzgerald. It's got crossing options. And the cross isn't cleared. It comes for Hutton. He was trying to just... I'm not sure whether she was looking to pass the ball into the far corner of the net or actually play a slip pass in behind for one of the 2 runners. That's not a bad ball in, and just wide. A rare sight of goal for Sunderland. Nice run down the right. Cross from Watson. And Atkinson couldn't quite apply the finishing touch. In it comes. Nodded just over. For a goal kick, to the disappointment of Katie Kitching. It's an awkward bouncing, bobbling corner. And Charlton find what would be a sucker punch of a second goal. Free kick in a dangerous area, that will certainly help. Set piece chance. And it thuds onto the bar. So close to 2-0 for Charlton. I mentioned after that first goal, she only scores worldies. Well, this was nearly another. And in terms of who makes room for Kenny, Might be Fitzgerald just to freshen up that attack. Crossfield ball, could be 2-0, it is 2-0. Charlton have a second, Jodie Hutton has a second. Lovely dinked cross by McAteer. And Hutton manages to get the run on Katie Kitching. Flips ball forward, very easily cut out. And then caught. To the home fans and players' frustration. And this seems to be quite a serious injury, judging by those reactions. And the captain's armband being passed on by Kira Skeels as well. You just hope that this injury doesn't prove to be as serious when scanned and assessed. Headed half away, McAteer's back there. And has played a terrible back pass from McAteer, and all of a sudden a huge chance for Sunderland on the break. And then Dow makes the recovery. Still there for Sunderland though. Shot blasted in, and Dow is down, and it's skied over the bar. Well, Charlton, who've been impeccable defensively all game, suddenly almost gave themselves a real scare in terms of inviting Sunderland back into the contest. It didn't quite end up getting the finish it deserved. A magical day at the Stadium of Light for Charlton Athletic and Jodie Hutton. The Addicts go 3 points clear at the top of WSL2.
Yeah, really pleased with the performance. Coming up here, scoring 2 goals, keeping another clean sheet. Really proud of the girls, really proud of our performance. We've put in a shift today and we needed to.
Well, I've been practicing with my right foot all week, so I knew I was chopping inside and just hope for the best. And then my header, I just closed my eyes and hope it was going in.
It was a brave header though, because a cluster of bodies in there, long ball to the back post, but you showed bravery and got on the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, and we've been working on crossing a while. I knew Mary was putting it in back post, so yeah, Karen just shouting at me to get there, so yeah.
And it's early in the season, but you are top of the table tonight, and that must be a good lift for the players as well.
Yeah, like we say, we take one game at a time, but it's nice to know that we're still unbeaten, top of the table. And yeah, we just carry on the way we are, and hopefully we stay top.